My mother told me I was a mistake, so I became the man she wishes she raised. I was the forgotten child, the one who didn't matter. She gave my brother everything: love, attention, opportunities, and me. I was the shadow in my own home. But life has a funny way of proving people wrong. This is how the boy she ignored became the man she could never stop talking about. I grew up in Dallas, Texas. My name's Marcus, and for as long as I can remember, it was always Ethan this, Ethan that. Ethan, my older brother, was the golden child, tall, athletic, straight A's, mom's pride and joy. Me, I was 2 years younger, quiet, skinny, and bookish. When I was 8, Mom came to my school play late. Actually, she didn't come at all. She was at Ethan's football game. That was the first time I realized I was second best. Birthdays. She'd throw Ethan big parties with balloons, cakes, and gifts. For me, a store-bought cupcake, if I was lucky. I told myself it didn't matter. I had my books, my dreams. But deep down, I wanted her to look at me the way she looked at him, with pride in her eyes. Dad tried to balance things, but he worked 2 jobs. And every time I told Mom about something good, like winning the science fair, she'd say, "That's nice, Marcus, but have you seen Ethan's trophy?" It crushed me every single time. I told myself, one day I'll make her proud. One day she'll see me. When I turned 18, things got worse. Ethan got into a big university. Mom bragged to everyone. Neighbors, church, even strangers in the grocery store. Me, I got accepted to a smaller college on scholarship. When I told her, she said, "Well, that's good for you, Marcus. At least you tried. At least I tried." Those words burned in my chest. I worked hard in college, juggling classes and a job because Mom said, "I can't afford to waste money on you." But every month, I saw her sending Ethan hundreds of dollars for living expenses. The last straw, when Dad died unexpectedly. At the reading of the will, Mom gave Ethan the family house. I got nothing, not even a keepsake. She said, "You'll figure it out, Marcus. You always do." That day, I walked out of her house with tears streaming down my face and fire in my heart. If she wanted to count me out, fine. But I swore I'd come back stronger than ever. Life after that wasn't easy. I lived in my car for months while working at a diner. Some nights, I didn't eat so I could afford books for school. And you know what kept me going? That voice in my head saying, "You're nothing, Marcus. You'll never be like Ethan." But I turned that pain into fuel. I studied harder than ever, graduated top of my class, landed a job in tech. While Ethan was out partying on Mom's dime, I was building something real. One day, 5 years later, I drove past my old neighborhood in a brand new Tesla. I looked at the house that was once my prison and smiled. Mom thought she broke me. She had no idea she built a fighter. My revenge wasn't loud. It wasn't angry. It was silent and powerful. By 30, I owned 3 companies in the tech world, millions in the bank, a penthouse overlooking the city. And the best part, the family house she gave Ethan, he lost it. Bad investments, poor decisions, too much partying. He moved back in with Mom. Meanwhile, I bought the house next door. Cash. I didn't rub it in their faces. I didn't need to. Because one day, Mom came to me, tears in her eyes. "Marcus," she said, "can you help your brother? He's struggling." I looked at her, calm, collected, and said, "I'm sorry, Mom. I only help people who believed in me." Then I walked away. For the first time in my life, she saw me, really saw me. Now, Mom calls me every week. She tries to make up for the years she ignored me. Sometimes I answer, sometimes I don't. Forgiveness is hard when the scars run deep, but I learned something powerful. Never let anyone define your worth. Their doubt can either destroy you or drive you. The choice is yours. If you've ever felt like the forgotten one, remember this: your story isn't over. The tables can turn. Subscribe to SilkMirror for more stories where betrayal meets poetic justice.